They're wrecking up here, kid.
Alrighty, the starting grid for tonight's truck race at Texas. Rolling off on the pole is going to be Nick. He ran a 9.16. Then Zach, Chad, Matt, new guy Larry. Then Doug, Ted, Dave, and Clayton, I think, is going to start from the pits. So, as we jump right to it, going to see how this race unfolds. Texas, very interesting track. Flat in 1 and 2. Banked in 3 and 4. Going to be interesting. Matt trying to catch Chad for the points lead. He is 12 behind, I believe, and Nick is 13 behind Matt. So all to play for. I think playoff spots are locked in pretty much. So all set for that. But coming to the green, going to be fun. Going to be interesting. Restart rules are on. So Nick and Zach going to lead them to the green. They're in restart zone. Here they go. Nick and Zach with a pretty even jump. Zach got a perfect restart. He's going to be on the outside of Nick heading into turn number 1. They're going to be side by side. Going to have to be careful because it is flat down there. Zach going to be clear off of turn number 2. Nick going to be clear of Chad. Chad looking to the bottom. Matt's going to give it a big push to Zach down the backstretch heading into 3. They come off at turn number 4. Chad's going to get way loose. Doug's in the wall. Matt spinning through the infield. They all seem to make it through. Matt was the only one who spun on that. He's getting back going, though. And yellow is out. Yellow is out. Well, very interesting. Wasn't even really looking at that right there. I think it was just if we go and take a look on that. If we go on board with Chad, just kind of got to the bottom. Matt was on the outside. Chad slowly started losing it. And did he make contact? No. Matt just got loose with it. Doug had to make avoiding action. He ended up getting in the fence. Chad saved it. Matt did not. They didn't even make contact. So only person that actually came out with that with damage was Doug. So that's unfortunate, but big implications for the race right here, because Doug's got damage. Chad's going to have a set of tires down. I believe Matt's going to pit as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. We're going to see who's going to pit right here. Looks like Doug's going to pit. Ted's going to stay out. Matt's going to stay out. I think the only one who did pit was Doug, so that's going to be interesting to see how this all works out here. And I believe that is Larry ended up pitting. So there was the 2 cars that pit. See Doug's pit crew right here. They get a good stop. No, he's just going to take optional. So smart move by Doug. Running order now is going to be way jumbled up. So Doug ended up getting his damage fixed. He's going to roll to the back of the field now. As field is rolling into 3. Lights are out. They're going to go green this time. Going to be interesting to see what happens. Field is coming to the green. Pace car is off. Chad warming up tires, trying to clean them off. Zach and Nick leading him to the lead. See how it rolls. They're green. Zach gets a good jump on Nick. Nick not seem to be having the best luck on restarts tonight. He is going to be clear of Chad, though, and they're going to pretty much single file out. They're going to be 3 wide in the back. Matt's going to be running the high line. He's going to get to the outside of Ted off of turn number 2. Big battle up front. Chad's going to look to the inside of Nick right here, but Zach is just going to be able to kind of pull away. Side by side. Chad underneath someone the last time, 2, 3, and 4 didn't seem to go well, but it seemed like they all be able to get off turn 4 that time. Matt gets really tight. He ends up trying to go to the outside of Clayton and ends up crossing over down the front stretch, heading into turn number 1. Matt gets it turned on the bottom, clear of Clayton, and they're off. Nick with an impressive speed all practice. He was top of the board in practice, top of the board in qualifying. Seems to not have the race pace. Chad, kind of in that middle ground. Wasn't too good in practice. Did all right in qualifying. I believe he qualified P2, so he started, or he qualified P3. And he made his way. He's made one pass, and it looks like he's staying right with Zach. He looks to be the same speed. Matt still coming through the field. They're going to be side by side heading into 3 and 4. Larry and Clayton. Clayton's going to get underneath Ted. Clayton going to get the apron a little bit, wash up. He's going to be cleared on Ted, though. Ted's going to look back to the bottom down the front straightaway. Clayton's going to throw a big chop. And Doug back here just trying to conserve and save his fascia pairs. Ted's going to get all over the back bumper of Clayton right there. Ted looks like he's sticking right with him. But they're still going to be single file up front. Zach actually got passed by Chad right there. Have to go back to the replay and watch that. Zach's going to get to the back bumper of Chad. He's going to look to the bottom. Chad's going to leave that lap. Looks like it's a pretty good battle. He's going to leave the door open. Chad goes to the bottom. Or Zach goes to the bottom. Chad goes high. Zach's going to be to the bottom. Nick's going to have a big run down the backstretch. He's going to go 3 wide. Never mind. He thinks better of it. Oh, he thought, oh, he's going to stick it in there. They're going to be 3 wide heading into 3 and 4. They seem to make it out. Great battling up front for the lead in Texas. Still side by side heading into turn number 1. That's going to leave Matt to finally get back up to the front. He's going to make it real interesting, trying to make some passes right here. Little flyby action. Heading down the back stretch, entering 3. Chad's going to be the bottom of Zach. He's going to be clear off of turn number 4. Nick's going to have a little run on Zach. Nick's going to the bottom right here. Chad's going to leave that lap. Nick's going to be underneath Zach. He's going to be close to clear entering 3. Or entering 1. He is cleared by the center. Matt's just lurking in the shadows. Zach seemed to drop back on pace now. Nick's going to be able to get to the back bumper of Chad. He's going to try to loosen him up. Great patience on the young lad. On the youngin. He's all over the back bumper of Chad, putting the pressure on. He's going to look low going into turn number 1. Gets it turned on the white line. Comes off low, gives some space. He's going to be clear on Chad down the back stretch. Chad with the run. He's going to look back to the bottom. Clear. Chad gets passed by Nick right there. Nick's going to end up leading this lap. Nick, Chad, Zach, Matt at the line. We're going to go back. Larry's in 5th. Dave is in 6th. Clayton in 7th, Ted in 8th, and Doug in 9th. Back to the lead. Big moves every time I seem to move from the front pack. Let's go back and see what happened here. Looked like Chad just got tight, kind of went up the hill, and seemed to have something go wrong, get past. Got tight. Nick seems to be pulling away now. Seems now tires are coming in and they are mattering. And Nick's got clean air now, so he's going to be out front. Matt's still looking to maybe he's saving tires. Maybe he's trying to make a move. He's going to look there. He's going to get the apron and get a little bit sideways. He's going to go underneath Chad, or at least look down the front stretch. Nick's still able to keep pulling away, though. Matt looks to the outside of Chad. Doesn't seem to have the speed to go around him. He's going to be in line. He's going to go down low down the back stretch. They're going to be side by side entering turn number 3. Chad up the track. Matt underneath. He's going to be clear off of turn number 4. Nick showed incredible speed in practice, incredible speed in qualifying. out-qualifying Zach and out-qualified Matt by nearly a tenth and a half. 2 in the points lead, out-qualified them by almost a tenth. So Nick, later part of the season, trying to stay and get into the playoffs. Has the speed to try to stay and do it. Matt, here comes Matt finally up to the front. He's going to start making runs and making moves. Zach goes low. Matt's going to look high on Zach entering turn number 1. Zach got a little bit of damage on the right rear. Don't know what that's from. Doug's just exiting pit road, so I wonder if he had an issue. He's going to stay low and stay out of the battle. Matt on the back bumper of Zach. He looks high entering 3 and 4. Going to lose a little bit of ground. Going to try to gain it on exit. Not going to be close enough. Still seems to be the running order. Nick in the lead. Zach, Matt, Chad. That will be the stage at the line. Nick with the stage win. Zach P2, Matt P3, Chad P4, Larry P5. And then there was a pretty good gap between, ooh, looks like it was a good battle on the line. Clayton versus Dave. Looks like Clayton's going to get it at the line. Pace car. Let's see the difference. Pace car. Doug's going to get his wave, but pace car is on. Going to do interviews after they all pit, but I'm gonna just assume they're all going to pit right here, so be interesting to see. Looks like they're all going to come down pit road except for Clayton. Clayton's going to stay out right here. Maybe try to get his point for lap lead. They're all going to go down pit road, though. Big moves here from Clayton, which I did believe. I think he led that lap. No, he did not. He did not lead. Yes, he did. He did lead that lap right there. So that's a point led technically for Clayton, so that's a good point for him. Left sides go up. Who's going to drop the jack first? Nick's going to get a good run on exit. Zach's going to lose a ton of time. Chad's going to about spin out exiting pit road, but it's going to be Zach making adjustments or fixing damage. I believe he is fixing damage because he did have that damage on the right rear. Let's see if it's gone now. Majority of it is. It does look to be flattened out, so that's a good sign for him. So, running order. We'll have to see if Clayton does pit, but we're gonna get Nick on the interview. Nicky boy, this is Cabe up in the booth. Got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. Well, you look like you have the speed this week to had the speed in practice, had the speed in qualifying. Look like you got a chance up there. How's the truck feeling, and what do you think competition-wise?
Yeah, truck feels good. Tires do seem to fall off a little bit, Chad. You can see he fell off pretty good. But, I'm really I want to see, Matt's speed. He was kind of in the back. He made his way up, but I couldn't really see his, true speed. So I want to see that, see really where I compare to him. But, other than that, I think it's just save tires, and, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I made a comment. You got to lead about the perfect time. Tires started wearing at that time. You got the front, or you got up front. Was able to kind of control the dirty air, control the race from there. So, yeah, good luck, and good luck the rest of the race.
Yep, thank you.
That was Nick. Nick, stage winner on that one. Looks like he's fast tonight, which is a big deal. Which is actually really big. Doug actually just leaving pit road now. I think he was trying to get more damage fixed, I believe. Go to pace truck, see if pace truck lights are still on. Pace truck lights are out. They're coming to the green this time. Restart lineup for stage number 2. Nick, Matt, Chad, Larry, Dave, Zach, Ted, Clayton, and Doug coming back to the restart zone. And they're green. Big big tire difference from Larry there in fourth. Zach's going to be able to jump to the top. They're going to be side by side heading into turn number 1. Matt looks like to be clear. Nope, he's going to try to hang it around the outside of Nick. Nick's going to be clear off of turn number 2. He's going to stay low. Zach's going to get a little bit loose. Big save from Zach. Barely saw that in the camera. They're going to be side by side into 3. Matt going to have the speed entering 3. Finally gets back to the lead after a big incident earlier in this race. Nick's going to have a run. He is going to go low. He ends up thinking better of it. They all seem to be, the front 4 seem to definitely have the speed. Larry's able to stay with them, it looks like, this run. Chad's going to be on the outside of Zach. Zach hits the apron, gets a little loose. They're both a little loose right here. It's going to single file out. Larry might have a little bit of a run on Chad. Chad's going to go low to block that. Now it seemed to single file out. See the front 5 close to under a blanket. Nick trying to find some extra speed that he had in stage number 1. Now that Matt's up to the front, a little bit different story on who looks to be the dominant car. Nick's going to go up the hill just a little bit. That's going to leave the door open for Zach. Larry ends up getting the wall off of turn number 4. Zach's going to be underneath Zach heading into turn number 1. Chad's going to go with Zach underneath Nick down the back stretch. Zach's going to be clear of Zach. Zach is going to be clear of Nick. Chad going to be on the apron, kind of go for a little slide job. He's going to get to the underneath and clear Nick by the center. Wow, good corner, I guess, by Chad. He got clear pretty quick. Nick, I don't know what happened to his truck. Maybe it's just dirty air's kind of caught up to him now, or he's made an adjustment, didn't really like it, and the speed's kind of fallen off, but seems not to be helping too much now. Running order this time by is going to be Matt, Frady back to the lead. Good run to the battle right there, heading into turn number to the line. Chad's going to get underneath Zach. He's going to be clear off of 2. But running order now is Matt, Chad, Zach, Nick, Larry, Dave. Dave is up here now. Ted, and then Doug, who is just trying to conserve fast repairs. But Nick's going to get to the inside of Zach. Zach's going to be on his door. A little bit of side draft and get him loose. Doesn't seem to affect Nick too much. He's going to have a run back on Chad entering turn number 1. And while these 3 battle, it looks like Matt's going to be able to pull away even further than what he was. Nick going to get to the back bumper of Chad. Down the front stretch. He's going to look to the bottom. He's going to look to the bottom of Chad entering turn number 1. Is he going to be clear? He is clear off of turn number 2. They're going to be still racing down into 3 and 4. Chad's going to look to the high line. Zach just lurking in the shadows, waiting for a mistake from either one of these 2. Any little bobble, any little show of weakness, they're going to definitely be there. Zach's going to pounce. But also that's the same for Chad. If Nick makes a little mistake, he's definitely going to try to pounce and try to be there. Nick looks like he's caught back up to the back bumper of Matt. We're on lap 34 now. 5 more laps till the stage. Nick's going to have a run on Matt. He's going to look to the bottom entering turn number 1. Doesn't seem he's going to be there. Nick with a run on Matt down the back stretch. He's going to get to his back bumper. Does he try loosening him up? Is he close enough to try to hit him? He's going to loosen him up. Matt's going to be able to stay with it. Nick hasn't had too much of a problem trying to get past anybody so far, but Matt's a different kind of handle. He knows where to put his car for air and drafting and getting by people, making it difficult. Nick, he's going to be able to hold the bottom. underneath Matt and through turn 1. They're making a little bit of contact maybe, I don't know. But that's going to let Nick be clear of Matt, but Matt's going to have a run again on him. Entering turn number 1, Matt's going to go to the high line. He's going to get there on the outside of Nick. Will he be able to hold it through the center? He can't. Crossover by Matt maybe? Still, run order. Nick, Matt, Chad, Zach. Then big gap to Dave, Ted, Clayton. Oh, Matt's going to get it back to the back bumper. I don't know where Doug went, but Matt's going to get to the back bumper of Nick. He's all over, trying to pressure the young one into the mistake. Loosen him up, something. Make him make a mistake, not wait for it. Nick going to swerve low so he doesn't have the draft down the back stretch. That's going to give him a little bit of a shallower entry entering turn number 3. To the line. White flag this time for the stage. Nick gonna be able to stay to the bottom, hold off Matt. Will he be able to do it? Win 2 stages in one race. Haven't seen the speed from him all season. Matt to the back bumper. Off of turn number 4. It looks like it's still gonna be Nick coming to the line. There's the stage. Nick got him at the line. Matt drove through the field of the first stage, took the lead back in the second, ended up getting passed by Nick. So, pretty interesting strategies, and maybe Matt was trying to save tires, maybe just didn't have the speed. Although it is all interesting in a big stage race. Big pit strategy. So running order at the end of that stage was Nick, Matt, Chad, Zach, Dave, Ted, and Doug. Then Clayton and Larry ended up leaving for some issues. Nick entering pit road. Gonna be good. Zach, Chad, maybe you have a sped right there. Not gonna be for sure. It was definitely gonna be close though. Looks like they're all gonna get into their pit stalls pretty good. Nick actually he missed it. Nick missed his pit stall. Let's see who's gonna come out first. I believe Matt stopped in his box first. Chad might have a better run if he doesn't spin the tires as much as he normally does. Well, there that went. He spun tires way too much. He probably would have had to at least had Zach right there, but exiting pit road. Nick gonna lose 3 spots from a little mistake. Nick, this is Cabe up in the booth. You got me?
I got you. You doing another interview with me?
Well, you won the stage, so good run, good win there. Looked like Matt was actually able to pull, but on
Yeah,
you that first bit.
Behind a little bit of I got stuck behind a little traffic. It's okay though.
Yeah, look, I mean, you showed some speed, so you were able to pass Matt back again under green, which was pretty impressive, and be able to hold him off for the stage. So, final stage. Talk about that pit stop. What happened there?
I just missed it by inches. Crew chief garbage with the countdown. You know, he doesn't know how to count from 5 to 1, so I gotta get a new one. But other than that, it shouldn't be terrible. Starting P4. We'll see what happens here with the fuel situation. I really don't like fuel races, but we'll see.
Yeah, I heard in practice it was going to be pretty close. So, alrighty, well, good luck. Go get him. Nick, starting P1, or P4 on this restart.
10 seconds.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah,
it's Cabe up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah.
All right, you got the pole. Your biggest competition is starting P4 on this restart. What do you think it's going to take to win this race?
Tires and get away from them with the draft. Draft is doing a big thing here. Once they get in within that, about 6, 7 tenths, and they catch a draft, they run you down.
Yeah, it seemed like in the first stage you were able to get out front, kind of control it. Then tires were just fresh enough for Nick to kind of be able to catch. So looked like tires, and I heard it's going to be a pretty close and a fuel race.
Might be, depending on trying to save some here.
Alrighty, well, good luck. Finish her off.
Yes, sir.
Pace car dips off for the final stage. And they're green. Last 30 laps till the end of the race. Matt going to get a pretty good restart over Zach, Chad, and Nick. Doug up to P5. Told you he was saving tires and fast repairs and things like that. We have to interview him with his strategy. But they're going to be single file down the back stretch. It's going to be Matt, Zach, Chad, Nick, Doug is your top 5. Coming off of 4, Zach's going to get a little wiggle. Chad's going to, actually the wiggle was going to help him, and he got loose again on exit. Didn't seem to help him there, but the first wiggle helped him. Looked like the car rotated pretty good. Don't know what happened on the exit, but there's still going to be single file Chad lurking right behind Zach. Going to try to pressure him. Nick looks to be kind of lagging back a little bit. Maybe he's trying to save a little bit of tire for this last stint. Maybe trying to stay fuel because he was the one that mentioned fuel race. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see what goes on there. Clayton's going to be able to get to the bottom of Doug. They're going to be side by side off of turn number 2. That'll be for P5, top 5. These two trying to fight their way in for or Clayton is trying to fight his way into the playoff spot. Doug, I think, is 4th in points and pretty close to locked in. Got Doug going to look for the crossover on Clayton. Not going to be there. He's going to drop back to 6th. As we have a pass for the lead, Zach is going to get underneath Matt. Matt's going to look. Will he make the move down the backstretch? Zach's going to block low. Matt going to pressure. Try to mess with his head and mess with the arrow. Doesn't seem to help. Actually seemed to hurt Matt more than it did hurt Zach. Actually, Clayton's going to look high on Nick. Clayton, late bloomer always in these races, seems not to have the speed. Same as Doug. Seems never to have the speed early in races and then is able to fight their way back usually. And Clayton is sticking right with the stage winner. The first 2 stages, Nick has won, and Clayton is sticking right with him. So big props and big props to Clayton there. He's actually going to get the back bumper of Nick. Try to pressure him a little bit. Not going to seem to work though. He's going to have a little bit of a run on Nick. Will he get there? He's going to get there, and he's not going to be clear on exit. Yes, he is. A little bit of a bobble. He's clear. Clayton lives in Texas. His home track, Texas. One of his favorite tracks, Texas. Will he have the speed tonight? Was pretty close a few weeks ago at Michigan. Nick ended up beating him there. He ends up getting past Nick and the stage winner as there's a pass and move for the lead. Matt goes to the bottom. That's going to leave the door open for Chad. Chad's going to go low underneath Zach. And Clayton's going to have a run on all of them. Clayton with a way wider arc than everyone. Seems to have a run on exit, though. He's going to have a big run on exit on Zach. He's going to go to the bottom, entering turn number 3. Little wiggle from Clayton on entry. Little wiggle in center. He's on the apron. Not going to be able to make the pass stick. They're going to be single file across the line. Matt, Chad, Zach, Clayton, Nick, Doug is your top 6. Doug ends up seeing in his new paint scheme, kind of like a comic book look, I guess. Seems to be a little bit different than what he normally runs. Seems to add a little bit of blue with a little bit of silver. Throws the yellow in there, makes it look real good. As we have a battle for third. Battle for third. Clayton gonna get underneath Zach. They're gonna get mighty close entering turn number 1. But it seems to all file out. Zach back to third. Clayton up to third. Clayton to third. Zach to fourth. Little flyby shots. They're going to be side by side off of turn number 4. We're going to go NASCAR. Chad ends up taking the lead down the front stretch. We're going to go crank it up. All right, that's going to end, and Nick's going to make contact with Clayton. Clayton's going to save it. He's going to slide down pit road. Doug seemed to be pitting. Is that going to throw the yellow? Clayton's end up resetting. I'm going to do this because I don't know what happened.
Charlie to make it a full circle.
Tried to get him back for New Hampshire. Fucking got clocked coming into pits because the cone was gone. I didn't know where the fucking line was at.
Who joined in now?
It was me trying to figure out what happened, and Clayton seemed to leave. So,
What do you think?
yeah, I saw. Well, all right. Was interested in seeing, and Clayton actually just ended up leaving for. He kind of looking at the replay. Nick was kind of down there. He was slowly creeping low, and it just looked more like a racing deal than anything. So, unfortunate for Clayton. Unfortunate for Doug for getting a penalty, but they're going to keep running. I don't think Nick had any damage, but as we jump up to current lap. Running orders, same as it was. You got Matt, Chad, Nick, and Zach. Next car is Doug, who actually pitted already. So, going to be interesting to see what happened. What happens with the strategy and things. Nick may be close enough to have a look on Chad, but he's going to think the better of it. What I would do if I was in Nick's situation would try to work with Chad, try to push him up there, and try to make him make the move on Matt. But it looks like Chad's going to go low and maybe let Nick by and let Nick go for it. He's going to make him go to the outside, or Chad's going to pit this lap. He is pitting. Chad pitting. Zach is going to pit with him. Maybe got into pits. I don't know. Zach, did you make it into pit road right there?
Yeah.
Wow, all right. He said he made it into pit road with no penalty, so that's pretty impressive. Now it's just a one-on-one with Nick and Zach, or Nick and Matt. They're still going to stay out. These two are in pit road. Chad not very good on his angle entering pit road. Maybe he missed his box because Zach was gone. He's going to spin tires. Not have a very good launch. Zach's going to get out way in front of him. Nick's just going to be in front of him. Matt. Big bobble from Nick, maybe? What happened here? Oh, it was a frame drop. No. Ah, that sucks. Big bobble from Nick. They're both going to keep staying out and see how long that they can make it. Zach comes out only a few at the line as Nick is entering kind of the center of turn number 1. So that's kind of, it's about Matt's middle of the backstretch, Nick's coming off a 2, and Zach's in the middle of 1. So it's kind of half a track or tire straightaway between the 3 of them. Doug's going to be in P4 with already pitting. Chad, mistake or something, puts him P5. Dave P6, Ted P7. Matt looks to be pretty solid out front, just hasn't pitted yet. But Zach P2 again. Nick, is Nick gone? What happened to Nick? Can't seem to find Nick. What happened to Nick? He's pitted. Nick has pitted. See how his pit stop went? Seemed pretty conservative, it looked like. Locked him up a little bit. Was he in time? He did. He got it in time. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of what happens, where he comes out at. Looks like there's not going to be a race, but there's going to be a race heading into 3 between Chad and Doug. Doug just going to let him go. Running order right now is going to be Matt. Well, Matt, wherever Matt's at, Matt is gone. Matt has pitted. Matt has pitted. Let's see where he comes out then. He had a decent pit road, actually. Really good pit road. Let's see how his crew handles it. Handles the pressure. He puts it in gear. They pick up the left side. He starts to rev. Drops the jack and away. Chad is, we're on board with Chad. We see him, we see Matt on the bottom. Matt stayed the longest out on tires. He's going to get passed by Chad and Doug. Matt's going to make a big mistake on pit road. He's going to wreck. Big wreck down the back stretch. Matt, big mistake. Bubba Wallace'd it. Matt wrecks all by himself, leaving pit road. Don't know how that even happened because he normally never has that happen. Nick was in the lead. Or Zach was in the lead. Zach was in the lead, then Chad, Doug, Nick, Dave, Ted, and then Matt. Matt's going to pit this time. He's starting to smoke a little bit, maybe. Going to pit, take a fascia repair. Well, Pitts just cycled out. It's going to be interesting to see who pits and who doesn't. Going to be interesting to see who pits. Nick's looks like he's going to pit. Chad's going to pit. Zach fakes it. Nick fakes it. Dave, too late. He thought about going in, and he had to commit. Chad, Doug, and Dave are the ones who pitted. I believe Matt took tires right there. So let's get an interview with Matt. Matt, what happened?
Don't ask. Trying to get going too much, and I think I clipped the apron or something, and it just spun me around.
Well,
Tried saving it, and it fucking just whipped back on me and went back the other direction.
well, definitely made it interesting. It's going to be about, just about 4 to go. So, it's going to make it real interesting. So, good luck.
Alright, game.
Doug, it's Cave up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Cabe. How's it going?
Nothing. Looked like you've kind of had a pretty up and down, but race that looks like a roller coaster. Been to the back, to the front, back to the back. Now you're back up into I think that's fifth. Where are what do you think your chances are here leading into this last restart, or one of them?
Well, if the four in front of me would wreck, maybe I would have a shot. One and two really seems to be my struggle. I seem to not have any speed through one and two, and that's where everyone's gaining on me. So, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Yes, sir. Looks like I mean it's going to be interesting. You got Zach up there. He has had the speed, but I think Nick's been quicker. You got Ted starting right in front of you.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
that's going
not
to be
looking forward to
interesting.
that.
And
Yeah.
then you got Chad up on the outside, and you know he's going to go. You got Dave behind them. You got Matt right behind you, so maybe the strategy is let Matt go and see what happens. So, other than that, good luck. Have fun, run it.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Going to be interesting here to see what happens on this last, or possibly the last restart of the race with how much is it going to be? It's going to be 5 to go. Maybe we can get one more quick interview in. Zach, it's Cabe up the booth. You got me?
I got you.
All right, let's make this a quick one. What do you think the chances are? You think this is going to be the last restart?
Probably.
Well, that'd be workout perfect for you then. So good luck.
Thanks.
Try to get one more last interview in. Nick versus Zach. Hopefully is the last restart. Coming to the line. Restart. They're green. Zach's going to get a pretty big jump on Nick. Chad is the newest on tires. If he can maybe get around Ted, which he is going to be maybe clear off of turn number 2. He's not going to be Chad. He's going to be clear entering 3. Matt's going to go on the outside of Ted. Ted's not going to turn for the corner. He's going to be able to get around him. Doug's going to look to the outside of Ted. But we have a battle for the lead. Nick's going to go underneath Zach. Side by side at the line. Zach's going to lead that lap, barely, but entering turn number 2, he's not. Nick to the lead at Texas. Newest on tires is Matt and Chad, but they have to get back by Zach to get to Nick. Coming to 3 to go. Nick's going to lead. Zach in second. Chad in third. Matt in fourth. Chad's going to go to the bottom of Zach. Big mistake out of Zach. He's going to leave the door open. Chad's going to walk up the track. He makes contact with Zach. Zach's going to be in the fence. They're going to make contact off the corner. What just happened? Chad got loose. Matt got loose. Chad got into Zach. Doug's the first one behind him with no damage. That opens the door for Nick big time. They're going to be... He's got to just get to the white. Can Matt hold off Doug for the podium spot and the interview? Nick, strong, all the way through practice. Qualified on the pole. Won both stages. Has led the most laps. Can he do it for his second truck win of the season? As we're watching Matt and Chad heading into turn number 3. But it's not going to matter. Nick coming off of turn number 4. Nick is going to win at Texas. What a race. Really big, really shocking turn of events right there at the end between Zach, Chad, and Matt. Just open up the door and let Nick be able to pull away. Let's bring Nick in here. Nick with the win. Nick, you got me?
I got you.
Wow, that was a hell of a race. Ended up not getting the best restart to catching the back of Zach and then being able to get by him, and then they all made a mistake and you were able to pull out the win. What was going through your mind through that last restart, and kind of what were you thinking during that whole run?
I was just thinking I need to get a good restart, get out in front, and run away before Matt or Chad had time to, catch. So, kind of did it. If they didn't have that little oopsies that they had, then maybe it would have been more of a race. But I'm not mad about it. So, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, you looked like you were the most dominant car all night. Definitely had the speed. Definitely deserved this one. Second win on the season. Where does that put your confidence and thinking heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, just I don't really know because there's not a whole lot of half miles like this track in the playoffs. So, wins so win, it is confidence, but definitely different racetracks in the playoffs. So I don't really know how much it's gonna carry over. Hope it does, but we'll see.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations, win number 2 on the season. So big props to you and congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
We're gonna go here with finisher number 2, Matt Frady. Matt, looked like you had a pretty interesting last run right there. What did you think, or what did you see from your spot behind Chad and Zach right there?
Chad drove it in a little too far and shoved up into Zach, and then tried getting that run underneath him, and he kept holding it down and got into me. Oh, got into each other. So
Yeah,
he could have let it go up to the wall, but
I'm not gonna
trying to
lie.
block a little bit, but
I'm not gonna lie. I saw the incident at the corner of my eye, and it was focused on Zach, and I saw you two sideways down the back stretch, and I didn't even know what happened, so I had to go back and look at that. So, well, ended up P2. Where does that put your mind and thinking, confidence, and all that with a few races left until playoffs?
I think we'll be all right if Nick can quit backing into wins. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, looked like ended up getting past Chad right there. Gained a few spots on him. That should put you second, or keep you second in points, but gain a little bit on Chad's for the regular season playoff or standings. But other than that, P2, not a bad day. Congratulations.
Yeah, like it.
Alrighty, and we're gonna have finisher number 3, Chad, P3. Well, that was a wild one. What did you think on that last restart when that yellow came out?
I thought I had it, but with that 79 below me, I knew it was impossible, really.
Yeah, going back to it, I actually interviewed Doug right before the restart, and I was talking about that, but you ended up getting past him pretty quickly. It took you a lap. Shocked he kind of held it down there, but once you got past him, you were set selling. And talk about what happened there between you and Zach.
I apologize about that, but I was going for the win, so.
I don't blame you. You're going for the regular season points championship and trying to carry as much momentum as you can in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, I didn't mean to wreck him, but he left the hole and I had fresh tires, so I tried putting it in there. So.
Yeah, I give you props. You held it though. I mean,
I think I had first place, but Matt getting into me kind of messed me up.
Yeah. Well, all in all, a good run. So congratulations.
Gotta thank WTF.
We're gonna do a special interview right here with Doug, P4, one of your better finishes this season. What'd you think going into that last restart?
Well, I was just trying to get around someone, and 1 and 2 was just killing me. So I just couldn't do anything in 1 and 2.
Yeah, it looked like.
So that was my problem tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely seem to pick up speed, and one of your better tracks, it seems like, for at least the big tracks, was able to just kind of follow Matt through past Ted, and P4, not too bad.
Well, I'll take it.
Yeah. What did you think heading into one? Because you were kind of right behind it. What did you think going into one when you saw Chad, Zach, and Matt all make contact?
I was hoping they would wreck, but and clear, and of course leave me a nice clear path.
Well, at
But
least
that
one of
was
them
not
did.
to be.
One of
Yep.
them left you with a clean path. So P4, not too bad. That should pretty much just lock you into playoffs, I believe. So, yeah,
We'll have to
congratulations,
take a look.
P4.
Well, thank you. Uh,
All right. So that was Doug, P4, one of his better finishes on the season. Yeah, all in all, a good race. Had fun announcing it. Yeah, order rundown. Nick qualified on pole, finished first. Matt started fourth, finished second. Chad P3, Doug 4, Dave 5, Ted 6, Zach 7, Clayton 8 after leaving, and Larry P number 9. That was WTF Racing from Texas, truck race. So, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, come back for the next one. Every Tuesday's trucks, Cup Monday, Super Lates Wednesday, and Super Speedway Thursday. So, I think I'm going to broadcast the trucks next season. I had fun with this race. So, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.